Happy New Year, YouTube family. I really hope you're doing well and that this year, 2024, brings you an abundance of success, good fortune, and prosperity. Now let's get down to business because I typically don't bring in the new year talking about new year, new me, and making this whole list of resolutions. However, I realize that's what works for some of you. And if that works for you, listen, I think that's great. So today's video is for my fellow school psychologists out there. And we're going to explore some possible New Year's resolutions for you. Resolution number 1, self-care. Listen, school psychology, it's a helping profession, right? We're so used to helping students, families, and our fellow educators that we forget to help ourselves. Look, how many times have you ignored your body when it was trying to tell you something? Self-care is exactly what it implies. Taking care of yourself. It's taking care of your physical, your mental, your emotional, and/or spiritual needs, and includes a number of things, including exercise, stress reduction, and yes, nutrition. Now, as a school psychologist, listen, every day you can put on the cape and wear the S on your chest for 7 or 8 hours, but please look for ways to incorporate things that you enjoy throughout the day and throughout the week. And listen, I'm not saying self-care and finding balance is easy, but I am saying it's necessary. I'll do a follow-up video on this topic in the near future, but for the rest of this video, you'll recognize that self-care, it's a common theme. Resolution number 2, leave work at work. Look, one thing about this profession is this. Children and teenagers, they're unpredictable. You know what else? So are adults. So oftentimes there's not much predictability with the workday. You might walk into work with the best laid plans. You might think, today I'm going to assess Kevin, attend these 2 meetings that should be very cut and dry, and spend the rest of the day writing this report, right? Well, what really happens is you get to work, you assess Kevin, which goes well, but you end up working with 5 additional students who are either in crisis or just need someone to talk to. Then your second parent meeting goes off the rails in over 30 minutes that it was scheduled for because a teacher said something very disrespectful about the child that mom and dad didn't like, so you had to spend time cleaning that up. Then you were called out of the meeting by one of the assistant principals because one of the students said they were going to burn the school down, so now you have to do a threat assessment. So now there's 30 minutes left in the school day, and you didn't even begin writing your report. So what do? You do what most of us do. You decide to take it home because you're tired, you're hungry, you're thirsty, and you need a change in scenery. Trust me, I get it. Sometimes it's necessary to take work home, but please try limiting the number of times you do it. I remember my mentor and intern supervisor telling me that our job will never be done. There can be a line out the front door and around the block, and there will always be students to assess, talk to, and work with. So when you leave work, try leaving work at work so you can focus on you at home. Resolution number 3, create and enforce boundaries. Learn how to say no.
Hey, Mr. Bonner, I have a meeting after school that I forgot to put on the calendar. Can you make it?
No.
Hey, Mr. Bonner, can you cover specials today?
No.
Hey, Mr. Bonner, can you present on depression tomorrow at our staff meeting?
Oh, hell no.
Hey, Mr. Bonner, can I get your number just in case I need to update you about this case in the evening?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Hey, Mr. Bonner, can I?
How about no?
All right, let me chill. Listen, establishing boundaries and saying no is an art form, and it takes practice, especially if you're naturally non-confrontational. But it's necessary to protect your peace of mind and your space. You know better than anybody what you're capable of doing without sacrificing the quality of your work and your sanity. So please, 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 please do your best to establish and enforce boundaries. I made a video about this very topic, and you can find it here or in the description of this video. So check it out. Resolution number 4, lean into something that makes you uncomfortable. You know what's great about working with other school psychologists? Everyone doesn't specialize in everything. Some colleagues are incredible, and I mean they're incredible at working with students with autism. Others are credible at working with students with defiance and aggression. Some colleagues have incredible counseling skills, and some are up to date on the latest research on cognition and cognitive assessments. So if you know that providing counseling as a psychological service to a student with depression or anxiety is a weakness and it makes you uncomfortable, try leaning into it so you can grow as a professional. Whether it's attending a number of professional development series and/or trainings and/or consulting with colleagues who can point you in the right direction to acquire those skills and knowledge, to turn those weaknesses into strengths. I want you to trust me. It'll make you a better school psychologist and a better overall person if you take this approach throughout your career. Resolution number 5, explore your options. When it comes to your place of employment, have you been feeling stuck, unhappy, unfulfilled, overworked, overstressed, and significantly underappreciated? Does the mere thought of going to work give you anxiety and you know that you can't see yourself working at your current location for another year or two? Do any, most, or all of these sound familiar, but the thought of leaving your current school, district, university, or agency strikes fear in your heart? Well, it may be time to sit in those feelings and seriously explore your options by leaving your current place of employment, even if that means relocating. Now, look, I get it. This thought isn't as easy as it sounds for many of us, especially when there's other factors to consider, such as family, friends, salary and benefits, and familiarity with the environment. I'll do a video about what made me explore my options over a decade ago and why it was by far one of the best decisions I made in my life. Fellow school psychologists, I hope this video was somewhat helpful to at least one of you. Look, the great thing about resolutions or setting new goals in general is you don't have to wait until the new year to implement them. You can start right now. So I want you to tell me what's something that you plan on doing this year, something you plan on changing this year. It could be a professional or personal goal or a resolution. Let me know because a brother's interested in reading your replies, okay? If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button, share, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, please make sure you take care of yourselves and one another. Peace.